Test. One.
All right, we're here at Sparky Haller Field, where the Jackson Ironmen are now in the bottom half of the first inning against the visiting Marietta Tigers in a Division III District Tournament first round game. We're sorry about the late arrival of our broadcast. Had some technical trouble, but made some adjustments, and now we're on late camp batting, and he hits a foul ball down towards the first baseman. In the top half of the inning, the Tigers flew out to center field with the first batter, got a walk on the second batter. He moved to second on a stolen base when, and then the third batter flied out to right field. Then, when the fourth batter was up, the runner on second, which was Zach, or rather Will Torrance, was picked off and was thrown out of third base, and that was how the first inning went. And the pitch to Leighton Camp is wide for ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Ironmen 21-5 versus the Marietta Tigers 9-16. We are in tournament time now. Joined here by Dan Morrow. We're doing it a little bit differently. We're on a cell phone, so there won't be quite as much back and forth, but we're on now. As the video has been on, we just now got the audio back. Pitch to Camp was ball 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Will Kane coming over, and Kane, I guess that was a strikeout. All right, I missed that myself, and the coach from Marietta did not. So Camp takes a call, third strike for out number 1. The pitcher for Marietta is Owen Waldron, batting in the 9th spot. The Tigers play in the East Central Ohio League. Only 3 teams in that league, and there's a hard grounder to third baseman. He's done it cleanly across the diamond with it. And Eli Ray is out of first base. It's springy. So 2 up and 2 down, and here is Ryan Simons, the senior shortstop. And we haven't had a broadcast since we had this news. Ryan Simons, the FAC Player of the Year. Congratulations to him. Also, first team on one of the all-district teams as well. Very well deserved. In the heart of the Jackson lineup, and a very important defender out there at shortstop as well. Well, he's up now with 2 outs and nobody on here at the bottom of the first inning. Takes a curveball in there for strike 1. And if you're wondering about the field conditions and the weather, it's cloudy, but we're not supposed to have any more rain, at least maybe until late tonight, early tomorrow morning. About 65 degrees, light wind. Considering all the rain, the playing field in very good condition. And Simons fouls it out of the plate at the right side, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. The winner of this game will move on to a district semifinal game over at Ohio University at Bob Grant Stadium. That would be next Wednesday. Pitch is a curveball, hit up the middle and into center field. I tell you, the ball didn't move very quickly here on this turf here. It's maybe just a little bit wet, not all that soggy, but Ryan Simons nonetheless gets a ground ball single up the middle to keep the inning alive here in inning number 1. And here is his buddy and teammate, Cody Wolford, the first baseman. Been in on a hitting tear really the whole second half of the season. And Waldron looks Simons back at first base. Wolford, a first-team all-district player, also a first-team all-FAC player. And Coach Josh McGraw has come and asked for a timeout, asked for a word with the official, or the home plate umpire. Very short conference. He goes back, and now the home plate umpire is asking the infield umpire, who's out at second base, about something, and now he overcomes the first base umpire. Coach Josh McGraw thought he saw something, and he's asking maybe the umpires, was there a ball or something? I'm not sure. Now they're all going back to their places, and no change. No pitch yet to Bodie. Simons gets a lead over there at first base. Pitch is wide for ball 1. Wolford hitting for an average and also for a good slugging percentage as well. Some extra base hits and home runs on his hitting resume. And this is senior season. That pitch curveball stays inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Waylon DeLong, the freshman second baseman, waits on that. Hopes he gets a chance here to extend the first inning. And there is a bouncer. Shortstop's got to deep in the hole, and he is not out. Makes the throw over to first base. The athletic make the hole there while the shortstop is throwing out for the third out in the inning. The Ironmen, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base, and again, the first half inning of plays, the Jackson Ironmen 0, the Marietta Tigers 0. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Wikipedia Sports YouTube channel.
Stuck on the road, call the rescue team at Angles Garage and Wrecker Service located at 10992 Chillicothe Pike in Jackson. Call Angles Garage and Wrecker Service at 577-3636. Let's hook up.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials. Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. BCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit BCRMCO.com to apply. BCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's and Son Cleaning.
Taking on Marietta, this will be a district quarterfinal game. Ironmen need to win tonight to get to move on to Ohio University next Wednesday, as Pete told you that first inning. Zachary Burge, who was at the plate when he threw out William Torrance in that top of the first inning, looks at a called strike first pitch by Rylan Wyatt. Rylan Wyatt was recently just named second team district to become the Ironman #1 pitcher. That second pitch is a swing and a miss, so we're in a 0-2 count. We're at the top of the second inning. And that's a curveball. That's going to be a ball strike. Pretty pitch by Rylan. That's his first strikeout in the contest. As Pete said, we threw a base runner out on the base path. Picked him off, basically, in the top of the first inning. Bryson Chester is the number 5 hitter in the lineup. That pitch is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. It is tournament time. The losers' season is over. Always a lot of pressure. The Ironmen desperately want to get back to Athens, the OU baseball field, beautiful venue. If we can win tonight's game, that's where we'll be next Wednesday. Little breeze. Looks like it's actually blowing in from center field. There's one out here in the top of the second inning. There's a curveball. That is a called strike. Back-to-back called strikeouts by Rylan Wyatt. There's the mark of enhancing the baseball as they go around the infield. There are 2 outs quickly here in the top of the second inning. I know you can watch us film-wise. We are having a difficulty is with the audio part of it. Trying to get it to you the best we can. That first pitch is a little bit outside. Waylon DeLong at second base. Ryan Simon's the shortstop. Buddy Willard at first base. Cooper at third. Spin the ticket infield for the Ironmen. Late camp center field. Eli Ray left field. And Seymour in right. Pitch is a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. This is Jeremiah Lowry. He is their DH. I'm sorry, 3 balls, no strike, and that's a called strike on the outside edge of the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Out in the second inning. Good crowd on hand for the Ironmen. This is your last opportunity to watch them here at home. That ball gets away from the catcher.
Baseman Corbin gets back there, controls the baseball. That is the second walk of the contest. Wow. Elijah McLeish is your first baseman. That's from the left side. Lefty versus lefty. Shows a bunt, but there's a curveball right over the plate. That's a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Runner's getting a small lead at first base. Ryland, being a lefty, gets a pretty good look at him. There he's going to try to run. The pitch down to Waylon DeLong, but not in time. Another stolen base. Jeremiah Lowry gets a stolen base. He is at second base with 2 outs. Elijah McLeish, the first baseman, 0-2. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Second runner for Marietta to get in scoring position. McLeish digs in. Wyatt with the pitch, and almost just a little bit outside. Almost got a third called strike here in the top of the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. The 2-2. That's a touch outside, full count. Ironman has been an outstanding defensive baseball team this year. Pitching has really come along the second half. Hitting has come along the second half. And there is a called strike. 3 called strikeouts here in the top of the second inning. So after an inning and a half, it stands the Jackson Ironmen 0, the Marietta Tigers 0. We'll be back. Listen to our sponsors. They make these broadcasts possible.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's & Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's & Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA mark.
Field inning and a half in.
Number 5, Waylon DeLong.
This is the bottom of the second inning, and the Jackson Ironmen up 0-0 game. Braylon DeLong, Ashton Seymour, Rylan Wyant, the 3 scheduled. And there's a curveball hit high in the air. Shortstop's going to back up and make the catch. Ashton Seymour.
Number 17.
Waylon DeLong wanted to say it was just announced second team, or special honorable mention. Rylan Wyant was second team all-district. Our 3 seniors were first team all-district. Ashton Seymour and Leighton Camp were also honorable mention. Good representation. All-district coach Josh McGraw, that is the 6th time he has won that award. There's a nice curveball. He has been all-state 2 different times coach of the year. Starting to chalk up quite a few honors here as our Jackson Ironmen baseball coach. That pitch is a curveball low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ashton, the right fielder. Rylan Wyant on deck. Pitch to Ashton. Oh, hit hard in between the second baseman and first baseman into right field, and the Ironmen get their second hit at the contest. Ashton Seymour, the base runner. Another one of those good base runners for the Ironmen.
Rylan Wyant.
Rylan Wyant coming up to the plate, would like to help his cause. The starting pitcher today has looked solid in his first 2 innings. He bats from the left side, facing the right-handed pitcher. Seymour gets a couple steps lead. There's a hard hit ball to the third baseman, right on the line, long swing. They're going to say it was fair. Rylan thought it was foul, but it's going to end up being a ground out. He was sure it was a foul ball, actually hardly left the batter's box.
Number 13.
That ground ball did get Ashton Seymour over to second base, but that was a ground ball out from the third baseman with the easy throw over to first. Braden Mannering, the DH tonight. We have a runner in scoring position. That pitch a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. 0-0 game. Mannering with an opportunity here. He bats it from the left side. Quarterfinal district contest. That pitch is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. There are 2 outs. And Ashton Seymour sitting down there at second base. Pitcher Owen Warden seems like a long time into his catcher. Now he peeks back at Ashton. There's a ground ball hit down the third base side. Foul ball. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Seymour at second. That ball hangs high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First base is open. Braden Mannering at the bat for the Ironmen. He's our DH today. There's a ball hit down the third baseline toward the dugout. It's well foul. Count stays 2-2. Cooper Markham on deck. Sharing this broadcast with Pete Wilson, and we're sharing a phone, so we're going to do 1 inning each. That pitch is high and outside. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher takes his time. That pitch is outside, and there is a walk. That gets 2 men on. Braden Mary goes to first. Ashton Seymour at second, and here comes Cooper Markham,
Number 6.
third baseman, batting in the number 9 spot. He bats from the right side. Catcher's going to run out and discuss things over with Owen Warden. That gives Coach McGraw an opportunity to talk things over with Cooper Markham. That discussion is over, but the catcher and the pitcher still talking things over. Cooper will walk toward the batter's box. Couple good base runners on base for the Ironmen. That's Ashton Seymour and Braden Manring. Both get good leads. Infield playing back at normal. That curveball, oh, it's called a strike. It looked like it hung a little bit high. No balls, 1 strike. Righty versus righty. That pitch, that one does stay a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 curveball, and that one comes down right across the middle of the plate. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pretty good looking curveball by Owen Warden. You have to assume he's their number 1 pitcher. There is a foul ball. Well, back over the screen and over here on Street. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jackson-wise, I'd say this is about our best crowd of the year. That's a ball. It gets back away from the catcher. Runners will advance, and they do. 2 runners in scoring position now on the pass ball. Or wild pitch. The pitch was in the dirt, got away from the catcher. First base now open. Count is at 2-2, 2 outs. Braden Manring at second. Ashton Seymour on third. We take another wild pitch. The 2-2 to Cooper Markham. It's going to be a called strike. Just catches the outside edge of the plate. Ironmen get a single. Walk. Runners end up at second and third, but after 2 innings of play, it is the Marietta Tigers 0 and your Jackson Ironmen 0. We'll be back in just 1 minute.
Home, it's your sanctuary.
Hey.
It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit VCNBFamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a ride for any occasion? Choose Jackson Transportation, serving Jackson County and beyond with safe, reliable, and affordable service since 1995. Call 740-288-2091 and arrive in style.
When life throws you the unexpected, you need someone who knows the law and knows the community. From personal injury to criminal defense, family law to estate planning, John Clark has the experience you can trust. Call today, 740-286-4200, or visit 221 East Main Street in Jackson.
As we honor the spirit of hard work and the American grit that keeps our community strong, Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping is here to help you tackle the tough jobs. When winter hits, count on our fast, dependable snow removal, and don't forget to stop in and look at our wide selection of firewood for sale so your home stays warm all winter long. If you have a storage shed that needs cleaned out, call 740-577-2218 today, and they'll get it done quickly and professionally. This season, choose a locally trusted, veteran-owned and operated team that believes in service, reliability, and pride in every job. Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping, working hard for the red, white, and you.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur.
Number 3, 2 scoreless innings so far between these two teams. It's Marietta versus Jackson. This is a district quarterfinal game. We started with a district tournament. Marietta will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here in the third inning. Malachi Booker, the second baseman, will lead off. Rylan Wyatt has 3 strikeouts, all in the second inning. He hasn't given up any hits. He has given up 2 walks. First pitch to Booker is a ball. About 65 degrees, cloudy skies, but the weatherman says no chance of rain. Swing and a miss, had Booker off grounds. Count goes quickly to 0-2 here. Ironmen 21-5. The Marietta Tigers 9-16. Marietta has lost its last 5 in a row. Pitches outside for ball 1. Some common opponents. The Marietta Tigers lost to the Athens Bulldogs. The Jackson Ironmen beat the Athens Bulldogs. Marietta lost 2 games to Gallia Academy. Jackson defeated Gallia Academy. Swing and a miss, and Booker goes down on a strikeout. That's 4 strikeouts for Wyatt. And that brings up Wyatt's opposite number, the pitcher for the Marietta Tigers, Owen Waldron. Marietta has not won since May 5. That's when they beat Shenandoah, team up there in the Eastern District. Some of the games that Marietta played were against teams in the Eastern District that we don't know too much about. In there with a fastball for strike 1 to Waldron. Waldron steps out, steps back in. Oh, 1 pitch coming, a little bit low and inside. We want to thank our many sponsors who make our live stream games possible. Stockroom 601, John Clark Law Office, Edward Jones, and Chad Niddle. In there for a strike, and the count goes to 1-2 to Waldron. Also, Red Apple Realty, the Warranty Title Company, Kelly Wiley Realty, Top Tier Custom, Apple City Wholesalers. Wyatt looks in. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Looked like a nice fastball on the outside part of the plate, and that is another strikeout for Wyatt. He now has 5, and 4 of them have been looking. So 2 up and 2 down quickly here in the top of the third, and here comes the top hitter for Waverly, or not for Waverly. We have Tigers, but it is the Marietta Tigers. Seth Geller, the shortstop, he hit a deep fly to center field, but it was right at Leighton Camp out there. First pitch to Geller is a fastball, a little high and outside for ball 1. Through 2 2/3 inning, Wyatt with 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. He has not given up a hit yet. Looks like he may be getting in his groove a little bit. But this is Marietta's best hitter as far as their coach is concerned. Ground ball. DeLong has to go to his right. Comes back, throws, got him out. Geller runs well, but DeLong got him out. So in the inning, 3 up and 3 down very quickly for the Marietta Tigers. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. In the middle of the third, we're still in a scoreless battle here. The Ironmen nothing and Marietta nothing. This is Jackson Ironmen Tournament Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
Are you looking for the perfect power sport vehicle? Well, come visit Pony Power Sports of Jackson, where the same great faces you know and love at the same location and with the best selection in the tri-state area. From motorcycles to ATVs to side-by-side, Pony Power Sports of Jackson has them all. It's where your adventure begins. Get to the pony.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the local pros at Red Apple Realty. They know Jackson and Ohio like the back of their hand, and they want to make your move smooth, simple, and successful. From first homes to forever homes, farms to fixer-uppers, they have the keys to your next chapter. If it's residential, commercial, or you're looking for land, their agents will search statewide for whatever you need. Call Red Apple Realty today at 740-577-3600 or visit redapplerealtyllc.com. Need furniture, appliances,
We're
electronics,
on. Yes,
mattresses?
sir.
Jackson's Rent to Own has you covered. No credit checks, flexible payment plans, and fast delivery, so you can enjoy what you want when you want it. From big screen TVs to comfy sofas, brand name washers and dryers, and now a great selection of tires to keep you rolling. We make it easy to own the things you love. Come see us today at Jackson's Rent to Own, 427 East Main Street, where you get more for your money and a smile with every deal.
It's time to rent to own.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 3, scoreless battle. Marietta 0, Jackson 0. The Ironmen will have the top of the order back up against the Marietta pitcher Owen Waldron. Jackson has 2 hits, singles by Ryan Simons in the first inning and by Ashton Seymour in the second. However, Ironmen weren't able to bring either of those runners home. Leighton Kemp took a called third strike to lead off the game. He doesn't do that very often. He's seeing Warden now for the second time. First pitch is outside for ball 1. This is for sure the last home game for the Jackson Ironmen. Everything else will be on the road now in the tournament, and we hope that continues. Pitch is foul ball outside, or out of play for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. When the car was it? Okay. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch is high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Winner of this game advances to the district semifinal game over at Bob Red Stadium. That will be Wednesday, a week from yesterday. It'll be down to 4 teams in Division 3 after this week. Nice curveball dropped in there by Warden. Beautiful pitch. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Warden, as Rylan Wyant does, has a nice curveball when it's over. 2-2 pitch to Leighton Camp is just a little bit low, not much. Long look in there by Warden. I think you would have liked to have had a called strike 3 on that. Count instead is full to Leighton Camp. Got a good eye at the plate, this Leighton. 3-2 pitch coming. And there's a curveball hit on the ground to the second baseman. He's got it cleanly. Short throw over the first, and Camp is retired for out number 1. The ball off the bat, when it hits the ground, it slows up a little bit here. Not muddy at all. I walked the field a little bit, but it is, I guess you could say it's a little clumpy, a little moist maybe in places. Grass is always thick here anyway. Here is Eli Ray, the left fielder. He grounded out to the third baseman back in the first inning. He is an all-FAC player, first team. Curveball hits the inside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Curveball. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. A little bit behind that curveball, swung late. Warden throwing a lot of curveballs, off-speed pitches, trying to keep the Ironmen off balance. 0-2 pitch. That's a fastball, high and inside for ball 1. Warden has 2 strikeouts. He has walked 1, has given up 2 base hits. So far, has been able to keep the Ironmen off the scoreboard. Trying to do that again here in inning number 3. Pitch to Ray is foul towards the Jackson dugout. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Warden nods his head, likes the call from the catcher. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and a line drive, just foul. Eli hit it hard down the line, but just about maybe 8 inches foul. Would have been a single, maybe even a double with Ray's speed. Count the Eli, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. And there is a liner, but right at the third baseman. So Ray hit it hard foul, then hit it hard fair, and has nothing to show for it except out number 2. Ryan Simons bats here in the bottom half of the third. In the bottom half of the first, he came on with after 2 men were out and was able to get a single, but he remained on at first base.
as there was a ground out after that. So Simon's 1 for 1, batting here with 2 outs in the bottom half of inning number 3. Warden able to keep the Ironmen off the scoreboard so far. Pitch, nice pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Big night for Ryan as he is, a senior playing his last game here. A big night for him. Tomorrow night he'll be one of Jackson's valedictorians, and he'll get to speak before hundreds of people up at Jackson High School. Simons fouls it away for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. The batter on deck, Bodie Wolford, has the same distinction. He's also one of the valedictorians. Boy, it's going to be tough for Ironman fans to lose those two. They've been a super duo in every sport and for multiple years. The 0-2 pitch bounces in there outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gordon takes a long look in. 1-2 pitch coming. And that is hit in the air, deep to center field. Center fielder going back. He's going back, but he's under it, and he's got it. Simons gave it a ride, hit it to the deepest part of the park, but it held it. And it just goes down as a long out number 3. So in the inning for the Ironmen, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And at the end of 3 innings of play, it's still the Jackson Ironmen 0, the Marietta Tigers 0. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Tournament Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
At Rio, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
It's that time of year again.
At Apple City Wholesalers, you'll never pay retail. Save 40 to 70% on name brand items from toys and tools to fashion and home goods. Get ready for your summer with their great deals on their outdoor inventory too. Don't miss their popular Facebook Live sales from Sunday through Thursday at 5 p.m. featuring 50 to 60 items each night. Visit them on Facebook or stop by in person. Apple City Wholesalers, your budget-friendly shopping destination.
He has struck out 5 of his last 7 batters. The number 2 hitter in the lineup, Will Tornes, he walked in the first inning, did steal second base, ended up staying at second base as got thrown out attempting to go to third base from the pitcher, throwing to Waylon DeLong, and then down to third baseman Cooper Markham. He put the tag on him. Second pitch to Torrens is a ball, so it's a 2 balls, no strike count. Leadoff hitter here in the top of the 4th inning. Shows bunt, watches a pitch, catch the inside part of the plate for a strike. Pete Wilson said it, and I agree with him totally. It seems like Rylan Wyatt has kind of settled in and is really throwing the ball well as he has done the whole second half of this season. There is a swing and a miss. Count evens at 2-2. Torrance, one of their top players, batting in the number 2 slot here. Top of the 4th inning. Lefty versus lefty, and there is a foul ball down the left field line, and it drops foul. Cooper Markham gave it a great chase, but not able to get there. Drops in front of our bullpen down the left field side. Count stays at 2-2. This is a 9-16 Marietta team. As Pete said, they haven't won a game. They have a 5-game losing streak coming into tonight's contest. But they're getting an outstanding pitching performance up to this point. There is a ball, count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter here, top of the 4th. That pitch is just inside, and that is a walk. 3rd walk of the contest by Wyatt. This one goes to the leadoff hitter, Torrance, who stole second base in the first inning. We'll see what he's thinking about doing. They're broadcasting this game also, and they said Will Torrance is probably their best runner, best base running threat. He gets a good lead over at first base. Ryland has a good look at him, goes home with the pitch, and that is a called strike. Nobody out, runner on first base. 0-0 contest here, top of the 4th inning. Quarterfinal district tournament baseball game. The Ironmen have won the FAC. They've got 20 wins, I think for the 6th year in a row. There's a foul tip caught by Corbin Smalley. 0-2 the count. Their next goal is to win tournament games, but they're in a dogfight here at Sparky Howler Field. 0-0 contest. Carter Hutchison, the throw over to first base. Runner back fairly easily. Nobody out yet. 0-2 the count. 3rd hitter, Carter Hutchison. He is their 3rd baseman. And there is a ball hit pretty hard to left center field. Leighton Camp chases it down. Nope, I'm sorry. Eli Ray comes over, makes the catch, and that is the first out. Outstanding outfielders as far as fielding goes with Eli Ray and Leighton Camp in center field, Ashton Seymour in right. Next batter up, Zach Burge. He got called out on strikes in the 2nd inning. Bats from the right side. Faces the left-handed pitching Wyatt. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, but it's a called strike. 0-1 the count. 1 out. Bird steps back into the box. And there is a bunt foul back against the screen. Quick count goes 0-2. Usually eliminates the bunt thought. There is 1 out. As Pete said, grass naturally the last couple days, some rain, it is thick. The 0-2 to Burge, and there is a swing and a miss, a strikeout, throw down to second. There went the runner. He gets the stolen base. Throw goes out to center field, but he stays on second, so Torrance gets his 2nd stolen base of the contest. But the swinging strikeout on Burge is the 2nd out.
Now batting, number 9,
Bryson Chidester coming up. He was called out on strikes in his first attempt. Runner on second base for the 3rd time tonight for Marietta. 2 outs. Runner gets not a huge lead off second base. Ryland takes a peek back at him, gets a signal from Coach McGraw from the dugout, and they're going to automatically walk the batter. That's what Coach McGraw was signaling in. Brings up their designated hitter, Jeremiah Lowry. He walked in the 2nd inning, did steal a base, comes up with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Runners at first and second. Jeremiah Lowry facing. There's a swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the 4th inning. That pitch is called catching the outside edge of the plate. A strike, quick count, 0-2, and 2 outs. Rylan Wyatt on the mound for the Ironmen. Taking a look inside to Lowry. The 0-2 is a swing and a miss and a big strikeout for Rylan Wyatt. Top of the 4th inning. He walks 2. One of them was a automatic walk. There was a stolen base. 2 runners on, but Rylan gets 2 big strikeouts to finish off the inning. So after 3.5 innings, it is your Jackson Ironmen 0, the Marietta Tigers 0. This is Jackson Ironmen Baseball on Total Media Sports. We'll be right back.
At Apple City Wholesalers, you'll never pay retail. Save 40 to 70% on name brand items from toys and tools to fashion and home goods. Get ready for your summer with their great deals on their outdoor inventory too. Don't miss their popular Facebook Live sales from Sunday through Thursday at 5 p.m. featuring 50 to 60 items each night. Visit them on Facebook or stop by in person. Apple City Wholesalers, your budget-friendly shopping destination.
And now a special thanks to Top Tier Customs for sponsoring our instant replay.
Top Tier Customs in Jackson is your local destination for bold builds and custom styles. From lift kits and lighting to wheels, winches, and more, we do it all with expert care. Bring your truck, Jeep, or SUV in today and leave with a ride that truly stands out.
Virgil Hamilton Nationwide Insurance in Jackson offers tailored coverage for auto, home, renters, business, life, and more. Our friendly team makes insurance simple. Get expert advice and local service you can trust right here in your community.
Are you looking for a
Bottom of the 4th inning here, Sparky Howler Field. Quarterfinal district championship baseball game. Marietta Tigers have made the long drive down here to Jackson, Ohio. We have earned the right to be the home team with the number 1 seeded team in the district. Jackson comes in 21-5 on the year. Marietta 9-16, but it is a dogfight. 0-0 is your score. The Ironmen batting here in the bottom of the 4th. Bodie Wilford will be the first Ironman up. Bodie batting right around 380 to 390. Stats I could find were through 21 games. We are actually through 26, but what an outstanding senior year Bodie Wilford has had. Moved into first base from right field. There's a curveball that hangs around outside. As Pete mentioned, 3 sports, superb athlete, football, basketball, baseball. Doesn't want his career to end tonight. There is a ball called a little bit low. Bodie holds back. 2 balls, no strikes. Waylon DeLong on deck, followed by Ashton Seymour. The pitch to Bodie. That is a little bit low. 3 balls, no strikes. Bodie can be a little selective now. Pitcher Owen Warden doing an outstanding job for Marietta up to this point. And that pitch is a called strike. A little bit high right across the letters. 3 balls, 1 strike. Cleanup hitter for your Ironmen. And that's a curve that hangs, and it will be a walk. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 4th inning on base. Bodie Wilford takes the run down. Waylon DeLong coming up to the plate. Waylon's been our second baseman, basically our number 2 starting pitcher. Opportunity here with Bodie on first base. Warden takes a peek over at him, and that pitch a little bit outside. Ball 1. First time, actually, it's the second walk in the contest by Owen Warden. He's been around the plate for a majority of this contest. He's given up 2 hits to Jackson. The 1 ball, no strikes. DeLong shows a bunt, but the pitch hangs a little bit high. 2 balls, no strikes. And now Coach Hale Hill, the head coach of Marietta, is going to take a walk out and talk with his starting pitcher. Catcher will be out, part of this discussion. Coach Josh McGraw will take the walk down and get a chance to discuss things over with his freshman Waylon DeLong. DeLong was a honorable mention all-district player named in the last day or so. Meeting on the mound is over. Catcher will walk back. Head coach Hill will walk back to the dugout. Waylon DeLong, 2 balls, no strikes. Bodie Wooford on first base. Nobody out here, bottom of the 4th inning. Righty versus righty. Shows bunt, and it's bunted foul. Back to the backstop. Third baseman was hanging back about level with third base. That's the direction Waylon was going to put the bunt down. Waylon with excellent speed. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wooford still at first. Feel a little tension in the air with its tournament baseball. There's the pitch, and DeLong shows bunt again, but that pitch is high and inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. He does have the third baseman very conscious of the bunt as he's coming in with each pitch. The 3-1. Throw back over to first base. Bodie Wooford back easily. Freshman beyond his years, Waylon DeLong. Had an outstanding freshman season here. That pitch is bunted back to the pitcher. Oh, and it's going to be a tough one. DeLong hustling down first base, and they do get him out there. Bodie Wooford, a great job of running, keeps going, and goes all the way to third base. Sacrifice bunt for DeLong, and Bodie never stops at second base as the pitcher throws to first, gets the 1 out, barely. But now we have a runner at third base and just 1 out. Ashton Seymour up to the plate. Seymour had one of the 2 hits for the Ironmen in that 2nd inning. Steps back out of the box. First baseman, third baseman stepping in, just thinking a touch about a bunt. Second base in, shortstop in, not quite up to the grass. And there's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. He looks back to Bodie at third and gets the throw over to first base, and that is a big out. Seymour hit the ball hard, but at the shortstop, able to look Bodie back at third, and then still make the throw over to get the 2nd out in the inning. Runner still at third base. That's Bodie Wooford. Rylan Wyatt up. He grounded out. Third base, his first time up. Rylan has an opportunity here to give himself a lead, and there's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. It's slow. Rylan hustling over to third, and the pitch is safe, and Bodie Wooford scores the first run of the contest. Grass kind of ate that one up, Pete Wilson. Shortstop makes the throw over, but boy, did Rylan Wyatt hustle down the base path, gets an infield hit, gets the RBI, and Bodie Wooford scores the only run so far in this contest. He gets a round of applause. Ironman will have a pinch runner. Couldn't quite see who it was. Nicely done by the pitcher, Rylan Wyatt, who's having an outstanding effort on the mound, and boy, he gives the Ironman the 1-0 lead. Braden Mannering steps to the plate. First pitch is a ball. Braden walked his first time up. Ended up being stranded at second base. There are 2 outs. Rylan Wyatt, pitch runner for Rylan. We haven't seen who it is. There's a fly ball down the left field line. It is foul. Pete, can you look at the roster? 44 for the Ironmen.
Austin Towning.
Austin Towning is the pinch runner. Giving Rylan Wyatt a breather back in the dugout. Throw over to first base, counting back easily. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 run in here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Entering from the left side, facing a right-handed hitter, and there is a hard hit ball to the shortstop. He'll field it and run over to second base, get the force out, but not until the Ironman with 1 hit, 1 walk. A nice job there by Rylan Wyatt to beat out an infield single to give the Ironmen a 1-0 lead. This is Total Media Sports bringing you Jackson Ironmen baseball here at Sparky Haller Field. Okay, now you do something. Okay, here you go. Yeah.
When your vehicle or semi finds itself stuck on the road, call the rescue team at Angles Garage and Wrecker Service, located at 10992 Chillicothe Pike in Jackson. Call Angles Garage and Wrecker Service at 577-3636. Let's hook up.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials. Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. BCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit BCRMCO.com to apply. BCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction.
Okay, we go to the top half of inning number 5. The Ironmen finally break through. They get a single run in the bottom of the 4th to break up this scoreless deadlock. They lead 1-0. Rylan Wyatt, starting pitcher for the Ironmen out there, has not given up a hit. The Tigers have had some runners because Wyatt has 4 walks, 3 of them regular walks. 1 of them was intentional, and we'll have to say that worked out. Coach Josh McGraw called for the intentional walk to Bryson Chittister, and then Jeremy Lowry came up and he struck out with 2 runners on base. Here in the top half of the 5th, it will be the bottom of the order through Waverly, or rather through Marietta. I keep saying Waverly, it's Marietta. Elijah McLeish will bat first. He was a strikeout victim back in the 2nd. He takes ball 1. Ironmen have 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The Marietta Tigers, no runs, no hits, no errors. The Tigers have left 3 runners on base. And looks like he was going to maybe attempt a bunt and ends up fouling it instead. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wyatt coming back with the 1-1 pitch. Curveball, beauty in there for strike 2. Speaking once again of our sponsors, running down that list: Rent to Own, Angles Garage and Wrecker Service, Virgil Hamilton Insurance, the University of Rio Grande, Charmed, and Boutique. Another nice curveball. Took something off of it and had Elijah McLeish all out in front of that, and that is strikeout number 8 for Rylan Wyatt, and it's the first out of inning number 5. Here is Malachi Booker, the second baseman. He struck out swinging back in the 3rd inning. Ironman leading 1-0. Outfield is coming in now a little bit. Pitch is high and outside through ball 1. Malachi Booker, a little guy. Tough strike zone. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ironman once again hitting that 20-win threshold. Outstanding for any high school baseball team to do. They're going for win number 22 here. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wyatt in full control here. Pitch just a little bit low. Didn't miss by much there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming back with the 2-2 pitch now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Make it strikeout number 9 for Rylan Wyatt. 2 outs here in the inning number 5. Our sponsors, once again, Arch and Eddie's, Matheny's Small Engine Repair, Dave and Sons Cleaning, Jackson Transportation, Belicio Foods, Seward Folks Insurance, Ohio Valley Bank, Eagle Loan, Keith Mannering Trucking, and Southern Ohio Smiles. Thank you for that long list of sponsors, making it possible for us to bring you Jackson Ironmen baseball and softball this season. First pitch to Waldron, took something off that curveball and had Waldron out in front for strike 1. Wyatt mixing the fastball and the curve masterfully and throwing strikes. Owen Warden. And that pitch is fouled out of play. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Wyatt working very quickly in inning number 5. Oh-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It wasn't a swing and a miss, but it was called strike 3 anyway. And Wyatt all business in the 5th as he dispatches Marietta quickly. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 3 more strikeouts for Wyatt, giving him 10th of the game. In the middle half of the 5th, it remains the Jackson Ironmen 1, the Marietta Tigers 0. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Tournament Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
When your vehicle or semi finds itself stuck on the road, call the rescue team at Angles Garage and Wrecker Service, located at 10992 Chillicothe Pike in Jackson. Call Angles Garage and Wrecker Service at 577-3636. Let's hook up.
Step into the charm of Arch and Eddie's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials. Arch and Eddie's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Arch and Eddie's, where history meets great food.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. BCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit BCRMCO.com to apply. BCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
And we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Jackson clinging to a 1-0 lead. They'd sure like to have a couple extra runs for some breathing room. And Coach Josh McGraw is going to go to his bench and bring in one of his better hitters off the bench, and that is big freshman Jacob Gallagher. He's had his moments both pitching and hitting this year. And he is going to be batting for Cooper Markham. My guess is that Markham will stay in the game at third base. So a pretty big bench over there for Coach Josh McGraw, and he's already used a couple players, Towning as a pinch runner and now Gallagher as a pinch hitter. Let's see if he can do some business against Owen Waldron, who has only given up 1 run so far. Pitch, curveball is outside for ball 1. In that last inning, even though Waldron only gave up 1 hit, he was a little bit missing the strike zone a little bit more than usual. Not by much, but by some. Pitch is in there for a strike to Gallagher. Bodie Wolford came up, was very selective, and it paid off. He got a walk, and he later came around to score. Did a great job going from first to third on a sacrifice bunt as well. And that pitch hits Gallagher on the hip. A curveball that did not curve, and I think the big guy can take it. He'll go down to first base. And this will bring up Leighton Camp. He has struck out and grounded out. Let's see if Coach Josh McGraw is going to play for a bunt by moving the runner along. Gallagher is going to go back to the bench, and Cooper Markham will come back as the runner for Gallagher. Camp the batter. He is 0 for 2. Another conference out there at the mound. Coach Cale Hill out there. Not sure whether this is a strategic defensive thing or he's just seeing how his pitcher is. He has thrown all the way into the 5th inning, has a couple of walks, has given up 3 hits. Pitched well of a game here against the number 1 seeded Ironmen, who have played very well offensively, especially the second half of the season. Nobody in the bullpen for Marietta. Coach Dan Marlowe took a look down there, and so not unless Coach Hill is stalling for a little bit of time to get somebody ready. Marietta only came with 2 bench players, but I'm sure there's some other players out there in the field that could come in if the call comes their way. So let's see how Coach Josh McGraw plays it. I know he likes the bunt and would like to get Cooper Markham over to second base with this 1 out. Leighton Camp, the batter, does run well, and he does put down a bunt. It is a beauty. The pitcher's going to pick it up. Does he got to have a throw? He's got to throw over there. Not in time. A beautiful bunt. Good play by Warden to make it close at first base, but Leighton Camp does better than a successful sacrifice bunt. He has a bunt hit, and that takes Cooper Markham over to second. That was the goal, and now there are 2 runners on and nobody out for Eli Ray, who hit the ball hard, but right at the third baseman last time for an out. He is 0 for 2. He grounded out to the third baseman his first time in the first inning, and let's see if he's going to have Eli bunting or not. Coach McGraw did call him over for direct in-person conference. Ryan Simons and Bodie Wooford, Ironman's power hitters, waiting in the wings here. Jackson a chance to extend that 1-0 lead. And there is a bunt down the third baseline, and I tell you, out there in the field, if you watch on the video, all kinds of movement there by the Marietta defense. The shortstop went over to third base, and the third baseman charged. I'm not sure I've seen that much movement by a shortstop before, but he was trying to keep the runner on at second, and then he was moving towards third base. And Ray was trying to put down a bunt, only it went foul. No balls and 1 strike. Marietta wants to keep it right where it is, 1-0. Jackson hoping to break it open a little bit. There's the shortstop moving behind the batter now. And there they throw into the center field. The pitcher throws it into center field, and no, there's going to be no advance. The center fielder was backing it up, and it was kind of a tricky play. The shortstop was acting like he was going to try to take the throw. Then suddenly he moved away, trying to make Cooper Markham out there thinking that it was safe to get off the base, but the second baseman was sneaking in behind him. It didn't work, though. Markham wasn't that far off the bag, and then throw went into center field, but no advance by either runner. Count is 0-1 to Eli Ray. And there they go again, doing the same thing. Curveball in there for strike 2. Never seen that before, but the shortstop running all the way over from his position to cover third base, and then the third base charging late towards what he expects is a bunt his direction. Really makes sense. The second baseman can cover second, but nobody would be covering third if somebody didn't go over there. Pitch to Ray is hit the other way. The right fielder is moving, and it drops in there. Markham is going to go to third. He's going to stay there. He had to wait to see if the ball was going to be caught. Wait a minute. And everybody's going to be safe. I tell you, a lot of action there if you were watching on the video. Markham, the base runner at second, had to wait to see if it was going to be caught in right field. The right fielder was playing way over towards center. He couldn't get it, so it fell in for a hit. And then a lot of action there as Ironman runners were off the base, and Marietta maybe had a chance to pick somebody off, but could not do it. So Leighton's at second, Cooper's at third, Eli Ray is at first, and the bases are loaded with nobody out, and we've got Ryan Simons and Bodie Wooford coming up. Simons has singled and hit the ball deep to center field. very deep to center field, about 6 feet away from the fence out there, where Sparky Howler's name is on the wall. And Simons takes a curveball for strike one, and the Marietta defense, it looks like that they're playing in. They do not want to give up any run. Of course, it makes a ground ball more likely to be a hit when you cut off the angles like that. So Simons a golden opportunity to extend his team's lead 1-0. Pitch to Simons, and that's a line drive up the middle for a base hit. Markham is going to score, and everybody is going to have to stay. The center fielder came over and got it real quickly, and Simons, though, is able to drive in Cooper Markham to make it 2-0. Leighton Camp has to stop at third. Eli Reyes at second, and Simons, with his second hit of the game, and now an RBI, has made it a 2-0 ball game. And the bases remain loaded with no out, and here is Bodie Wolford. Bodie has walked. He scored that first run, by the way, on that walk. In the fourth inning, he is grounded out to shortstop as well. So the Ironmen up 2-0 and a chance for so much more here with nobody out and the bases loaded. Curveball drops in there. It was a beauty for strike one. Jackson 2, Marietta 0, bottom of the fifth. A walk and 3 consecutive singles has given the Ironmen another run here to make it 2-0. Pitch to Bodie, curveball outside. Torres, or the catcher for Marietta, Will Torres, does a real good job getting that ball as it was breaking way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Bodie Wolford. Long look in. Here's the pitch. And that's a deep fly to center field. Center fielder going back. It's against the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes the second run. He scores. And now they've got Simons in a rundown, and he's saved. It looked like Simons was going to be thrown out, but he was trying to make sure maybe Bodie got over to third, and he did, and then when Simons tried to score, he dove in there and was safe. So a good piece of base running by Simons. It worked out, and Bodie Wolford drives in 2. Simons then scores as well, and the Ironmen now lead 5-0, and Bodie's on third base after a 2-run double. Ironmen have indeed broken the game up here with 4 runs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning to take a 5-0 lead. Pitch to Waylon DeLong is outside for ball 1. High and inside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Ironmen with 4 runs so far in the inning. Bodie Wolford over at third, and we have no outs, and I think we're going to have a relief pitcher come in. Coach Cale Hill goes out. That's his second trip out there this inning, and he is going to take the ball from his pitcher, Owen Warden, and we're going to have a pitching change here in the bottom half of the 5th inning with the Ironmen, after a 4-run rally, now leading 5-0 in this district tournament quarterfinal game.
Pete Wilson, I asked you to do something after we got him a run in the bottom of the 4th, and you certainly have. How about that hit by pitch to get this started by Jacob Gallagher? Then it's been 4 straight hits by the Jackson Ironmen. And that last one by Bodie Wolford was a shot over the center fielder's head. Ironman 5, Marietta 0.
All right, and the new pitcher is going to be Jeremiah Lowry. He was out there in center field. He will come in to pitch, taking over for Owen Warden, who really did a really outstanding job till this last inning when the Ironmen finally caught on to him a little bit. He pitches 4 innings and only given up the 1 run. Now he's responsible for all 5 runs that have scored and also responsible for Bodie Wolford over there at third base. So Jeremiah Lowry comes in. He'll be given a chance to warm up. In the majors, it's 8 pitches. I'm not sure what it is in high school, but that's what he's doing right now. And they had kind of a nail biter here going into the 5th inning, and now the Ironmen have a little bit of room to breathe here, leading 5-0, a chance to maybe score more here with still nobody out. The Ironmen have sent five batters to the plate, and they have all reached base. 4 of them have scored. Waylon DeLong is the batter. He took the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, and that's when Coach Cale Hill from Marietta decided that a change was in order on the mound. Yeah, I don't have it. Also, I suppose it's this evening, the other teams that are in the Division III bracket are playing. And, the winners of these quarterfinal games will advance to the semifinals, which will be over at Bob Wren Stadium. That's where the district tournament has been in recent years. Beautiful facility there on the south green, off the south green of Ohio University, not too far from the Convocation Center. Pitch to DeLong is a fastball up high for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Okay. And ball 4 and DeLong, the inning continues. Runners at 3rd and 1st, and the Ironmen will be playing the winner of the game between Athens and Chillicothe. I believe that's the 4-5 seeds in the Division III tournament. I think Miami Trace and Sheridan are the respective 2 and 3 seeds. They're playing each other as well. So we'll see who makes it over to Athens for the next round, the semifinals. And that's a fly ball hit into center field. The center fielder moves over. He's got it. And tagging is Bodie Wooford. There's going to make a throw, but it's cut off there by the first baseman. And so that's an out, but it's also a run. A sacrifice fly there by Ashton Seymour brings in another run and brings in Bodie Wooford. And the score now is 6-0. Staying at first base is Waylon DeLong. So this brings up Rylan Wyatt. He is singled and grounded out. And there is a fly ball out of play, foul for strike 1. So Rylan, who has pitched not only a shutout, but a no-hitter, has some breathing room, a cushion, 6-0 now. 1 out, 1 on. Ironman 5 runs in the inning, now leads 6-0. That is popped up in the infield. The third baseman in foul territory has got it for out number 2. Little bit of a breeze here. Looks like the wind might be blowing a little bit now towards right field. That was out number 2, and the Ironmen have now officially batted around as Braden Bannering comes up. He grounded out and also walked. That's from the left side. 5 runs in, 2 men out, 1 run on. Jackson leading 6-0 now in the bottom half of inning number 5. Fastball from Lowry is up high for ball 1. Lowry has come in and recorded 2 outs now. That run that scored on the sacrifice fly is charged to the starting pitcher, Warden. Outside, ball 1, and they say it's a balk. So didn't see exactly what that is. So many times I've look out there and they say balk. I don't know what the guy did, but he goes down to second base as Waylon DeLong, the infield umpire, very sure about it, called time and said balk. And so DeLong now at second base with 2 outs. Pitch inside, chin music to Braden Mannering. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Lefty versus righty. Mannering hitting from the left side. Lowry is a right-handed pitcher. Looks like he has some zip on his fastball. Another fastball, but it's high and outside for ball 3. 3-0 pitch, way high and outside, and Mannering draws a 4-pitch walk, and the inning will continue for Cooper Markham. Well, Cooper didn't get the bat in the top half of the inning, or the first part of the inning, because Jacob Gallagher pinch hit for him, so now he'll get his chance. Markham did, though, get into the act because he went back in as a runner when Jacob Gallagher got hit by a pitch, and he came around to score the first run of this big 5-run inning rally for the Ironmen. Pitch to Markham is a little high and outside for ball 1. Jackson 6, Marietta nothing. 5 runs here so far in the bottom half of inning number 5. Broken it up a little bit. Pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two runners on, 2 men out, 5 runs in, bottom half of the 5th. Pitch to Markham, called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Markham swings and fouls. Is it going to be out of play? Yes. First baseman and right fielder both gave chase, but couldn't get there. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tournament game, a really nice turnout for the Jackson Ironmen crowd. A few folks made the long trip from Marietta on Route 50 and Route 32. That pitch is high to Markham. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game originally scheduled for yesterday, but you know what happened. A lot of rain up until about noon, and then rain after when the game would have started. It would have been, I don't think we would have got it in if they tried to play it. A lot of rain hit about 5 o'clock. But I tell you what, since then, Coach Josh McGraw and whoever helps him did a great job on this field. Very good shape considering how much rain we've had. 2-2 pitch to Markham. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And so Markham is retired for out number 3, but it didn't come in time for the Tigers. 5 runs. Well, let's count up the hits. 5 runs on 4 hits. There was no errors. There was 2 runners left on base. And now at the end of 5 innings, it's the Jackson Ironmen 6, the Marietta Tigers 0. You're listening and watching Jackson Ironmen Tournament Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's & Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's & Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
Home.
Back here, top of the 6th inning, Sparky Howler Field, tournament baseball. Jackson Ironmen, the number 1 seed in the district. Now showing why after quite a dogfight for the first 3 innings, but the Ironmen come up with a big 1 run in the 4th and then this huge 5-run 5th inning. And Rylan Wyatt on the mound. So many big hits in that last inning, including the great bunt single by Leighton Camp, 3 hits in a row by our hitting stars, Eli Ray, Ryan Simetz, and then the Bodie Wolford double over the center fielder head. There's a ground ball to Cooper Markham. Fields it clean. The long throw across the diamond. He gets the first out. That was their leadoff hitter, Goyler. Ground out. Third base to first. Ironmen have the 6-0 lead. Will Torrens is up. He has walked twice in the game, has 2 stolen bases. We haven't got him out yet. But Rylan Wyatt is pitching a masterpiece through the first 5 innings. And there's a curveball. Stays a little bit inside. Rylan has 10 strikeouts in the contest through 5 innings. There's a pitch, a little bit. Oh, it catches the outside bit of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. He's right now 5 outs away from winning this baseball game. He had one of the biggest plays of the game at the plate, too. There's a foul ball straight back behind us. He beats out an infield hit that got the Ironmen their first run in the 4th inning. So what a performance so far by Rylan Wyatt. The lefty against the lefty. Curveball hangs a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Will Torrens, he is their catcher. One of the better players. Bats second in the lineup here for Marietta. The 2-2. High and outside. Full count. Ironmen trying to advance over to Ohio University's baseball field for a district semifinal contest next Wednesday. There is a ball popped up over the backstop. Count stays. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Athens versus Chillicothe, we assumed is being played tonight. The bracket doesn't show they could have got the game in last night with all the rain. That's who the Ironmen will face if we can hold on. There's a pitch a little high and outside. It is a walk. Don't want to jinx him as we're into the 6th inning. There has been no hits for Marietta. That's the 5th walk in the contest. One of those was intentional. So, Pete, did I just jinx him? Maybe. No. Okay. Pete says no. Okay. Carter Hutchison coming up. He has flied out once to center field, once to right field. That pitch is a little bit low and inside. Runner on first base, 1 out. Coach DeLong will take the walk out. I think just talk things over with Rylan. He usually does this just to kind of settle him down. Corbin Smalley will be involved in this conversation. We're in the top of the 6th inning. The Ironmen hold a 6-0 lead, district quarterfinal matchup. Wyatt has pitched beautifully, has 10 strikeouts in the contest, but has a runner at first base. There is 1 out. Discussion still taking place. Coach Ryan DeLong. Smalley, DeLong, Wyatt on the pitcher's mound. Now the home plate umpire is going to take the walk out, try to kind of maybe get the discussion moving in the direction. And DeLong leaves the mound. Coach DeLong, Smalley comes back behind the plate. We're going to play ball. Top of the 6th inning. Their top base runner on first base. He has drawn 3 walks today in today's contest. Once again, there are no hits yet by Marietta. Left-handed Rylan Wyatt pitches the ball, fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Will Torrens had a stolen base in the 1st and the 4th inning. Whether he'll steal now down 6-0, but there's a throw over by Wyatt to Bodie Wolford. Torrens gets back easily. Marietta needing more than a stolen base at the moment. The pitch, and that is a ball bunted, kind of protective hit, but it goes over Bodie Woodford's head, barely gets into the outfield, but that'll be the first hit of the contest on kind of an excuse me type swing. Wouldn't you describe it that way, Pete Wilson? Almost protecting himself, just gets enough of the bat on the ball, and he gets a base hit out of it. 2 runners on, only 1 out. Zach Birch up to the plate. He has struck out both times in today's contest.
Now batting number 8, Zachary Birch.
Birch has called out his first time out on swings, his second at bat. Ryland would sure like a strikeout right here. 2 runners on. Ironmen have the 6-0 lead. This is Marietta's top threat as they get 2 on with just 1 out. They had 2 on in the 4th inning on 2 walks, but one of them was intentional. There goes a steal and a throw down to third base, and the runner is in safe. Good throw by Corbin Smalley. Cooper Markham catches it, but the face-first diving runner into third base gets there safe, so we got him on the corners now. Still just 1 out. That is Torrens, their top base runner, and one of their top players at third base. Hutchison stays at first. Zach Bird steps out. 0-1 the count. Birch bats from the right side, shows bunt, gets a bunt down the first baseline. Very good bunt. Ryland Wyatt is able to field it, get it over to Bodie Woodford. They get the out, but that bunt, sacrifice bunt, brings in a run. That is the first run of the contest. That would be an RBI for Birch. Runner advances to second base. That is Hutchison. Now there are 2 outs, and Bryson Chichester is up. He has struck out, been called out on strikes, and has drawn a walk. Runner at second base. 6-1 is your score now. First pitch by Ryland is a strike. So important to be ahead of the count at this point in the contest. Ryland with a 6-1 lead. That's a curveball that hangs way up high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Last home game of the season for our 21-5 Jackson Ironmen, number 1 seed in the district, District 3. There's a pitch, just high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitcher Jeremiah Lowry, he's the second pitcher of the contest for Marietta. He would be on deck. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, that's right down the middle, called strike. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Runner on second. We're in the top of the 6th inning here at Sparky Haller Field. The 2-2, that's a curveball, and that is a called strikeout. What a performance by Ryland Wyatt, his 11th strikeout of the contest. Marietta did draw 1 walk, got their first and only hit of the contest. Then a sacrifice fly was able to get 1 run in, but the score after 5.5 innings stands are Jackson Ironmen 6, Marietta 1. Total Media brings you Jackson Ironmen Baseball. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 6th inning here in just 1 minute.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's and Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's and Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a ride for any occasion? Choose Jackson Transportation, serving Jackson County and beyond with safe, reliable.
Bottom of the sixth inning, and hopefully the last at bat for our Jackson Ironmen as they hold a 6-1 lead going into the bottom of the sixth. We're 3 outs away defensively from getting a win, but let's do a little more damage. And wow, we're back to the top of the order. And how good were they the last inning? Jacob Gallagher able to get hit by a pitch as a pinch hitter, gets the thing started. Leighton Camp laid down the perfect bunt, which he beat out. We get 2 on, and then you have our 3 outstanding seniors coming up, and it was a single by Eli Ray, a single by Ryan Simets, and the big 2-run double by Bodie Wooford. The Ironmen were off and running. A big 5-run fifth inning has staked us to the 6-1 lead. 2 balls, no strikes to Leighton Camp. About middle of the year, he kind of established as the leadoff hitter for this Jackson Ironman baseball team, and he has settled in at that position. He had the bunt single. He's also had a ground out and a strikeout. There's a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Leighton hits it from the left side. Good eye at the plate. Great base runner. Ideal leadoff type hitter. That pitch is the ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. Second pitcher, Jeremiah Lowry in for Marietta. The 3-1 to Leighton. Swing and a foul tip. Full count. Coach McGraw has had high praise for him. Most of the year was his outstanding job fielding center field, but recently the effort he's giving the Ironmen as a leadoff hitter. The 3-2, and that is a curveball, hangs a little bit high, and Leighton Camp draws a walk. Second time on in the contest for Leighton.
Now batting, number 23.
Eli Ray coming up. Has hit the ball well all 3 times, but the last one was special. It was a long single to right field. Got that 5-run inning, kept it rolling. Got the bases loaded, scored a run in that inning. Eli with nobody out. Leighton Camp at first base. Throw over to first base. He dives back easily. Eli Ray batting around 380. Bodie Wooford in that same batting range. Ryan Simets hits for over 500 this season. Another throw over to first base. They realize Camp is an outstanding runner. Nobody out here. Bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch to Eli Ray hangs outside. Pete and I were talking between innings. Raylan Wyatt pitching a beauty here. Gives up 1 hit the last inning, and it was an excuse me hit where the batter basically getting out of the way, gets his bat on the ball, and it just gets over the first baseman's head. There is a shot down the left field line. Eli Ray has another hit in this contest. He has hit the ball hard multiple times tonight. Now we have runners on first and second. And Ryan Simet's coming up. All Ryan has done is had two very solid singles. He did fly out fairly deep to the center fielder his third time up. He has scored a run, does have an RBI, and now has two runners on. And so maybe coming in as positional players. There is a foul ball back over the screen toward Huron Street. Hits in the street. Leighton Camp was actually running on the pitch. No balls, one strike, two on. Camp on second. Eli Ray on first. Eli Ray, first team All-District, first team All-FAC this season. What a senior year for Eli. Three-sport player his senior year, basketball and football. Catcher is now going to run out and talk things over with his pitcher, Jeremiah Lowry. Not sure exactly Ryan Simet's batting average, but it was 571 about 4 or 5 games ago. I don't think it's gone down any. He's 2 for 3 tonight. FAC player. And has that pop up to the shortstop. The pitch to Whalen, swing and a miss. Bases are loaded. Ironman with the 6-1 lead. Second baseman Wayland DeLong up to the plate. Ironman trying to add on to a 6-1 lead here, the bottom of the 6th inning. That curveball hangs way high. 1 ball, 1 strike, just 1 out. Seymour at third, Eli Ray at second, Bodie Wooford now at first base. That pitch hangs high. Ironmen trying to pick up win number 22 on the season, but more importantly, a win in the tournament and try to advance to a semifinal district game next week, Wednesday night at Athens. The 2-1. Cut the outside edge. It'll be a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases full. That outside edge has been called all night long consistently. There's a pitch. That is outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That was a curve. Full count. Bases full, just 1 out. Wayland DeLong at the plate. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter, and that's a ball hit up in the air. There will be a play on it. Third baseman calling everybody over. He does make the play. So there'll now be 2 outs. Bases still full. Ashton Seymour coming up. He had a sacrifice fly with an RBI his last time up, had a single in the second, been productive, a ground out his third time up. Has an RBI. Ashton hitting from the right side. That's a curveball, catches the outside edge. No balls, 1 strike. Very fast-moving game till the last 2 innings when the Ironmen have finally been able to do some damage. There's a called second strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 0-2. That's outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ashton takes a good look at it.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's and Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's and Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust.
Nice move. Actually, Booker wasn't that far off base, and they still almost got him. Gordon waits at the plate for the first pitch. Just off the plate for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Jackson has recorded 20 outs, trying to get number 21 and wrap this baby up. Leading 6-1. 1 runner on, 2 men out. 2-0 pitch to Warden. Looks like a good pitch, and the umpire agrees. Strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. DeLong comes in with the 2-1 pitch. That's swing and a miss. Strike 2. We're 1 strike away from a district quarterfinal victory for the Ironmen. A chance to move on to the district semis over at Ohio University, going to another level, very close to it. 2-2 pitch coming. Curveball hit on the ground. Simons has got it. Throws over to first. Sidearm got it. They're out number 3. The Jackson Ironmen have won this district tournament quarterfinal game, defeating the Marietta Tigers by a score of 6-1. Win number 22 of the season, and more important, another step on the tournament trail. In the inning for the Marietta Tigers, no runs, no hits, no errors. There was one runner left on base, and we're going to take a break, about a 4 to 5 minute break, while we wait for Coach Josh McGraw to come and be interviewed. Once again, the final score in this district quarterfinal game in Division 3, the Jackson Ironmen 6, the Marietta Tigers 1. This is Jackson Ironmen Baseball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. We'll be back in 4 minutes.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Ryan Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Call today for a free estimate, 740-418-6140.
Dave's & Son Cleaning Service wants you to know that there is a simple solution to all your cleaning needs. Call Dave's & Son Cleaning Service at 286-4280. No, really, that's the solution. They don't cut corners, they clean them.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture. Contact me, Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor, at 740-286-4872.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit VCNBFamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need a ride for any occasion? Choose Jackson Transportation, serving Jackson County and beyond with safe, reliable, and affordable service since 1995. Call 740-288-2091 and arrive in style.
When life throws you the unexpected, you need someone who knows the law and knows the community. From personal injury to criminal defense, family law to estate planning, John Clark has the experience you can trust. Call today, 740-286-4200, or visit 221 East Main Street in Jackson.
As we honor the spirit of hard work and the American grit that keeps our community strong, Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping is here to help you tackle the tough jobs. When winter hits, count on our fast, dependable snow removal, and don't forget to stop in and look at our wide selection of firewood for sale so your home stays warm all winter long. If you have a storage shed that needs cleaned out, call 740-577-2218 today, and they'll get it done quickly and professionally. This season, choose a locally trusted, veteran-owned and operated team that believes in service, reliability, and pride in every job. Matheny's Hauling and Landscaping, working hard for the red, white, and you.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it, and you will too.
Are you looking for the perfect power sport vehicle? Well, come visit Pony Power Sports of Jackson. We're the same great faces you know and love at the same location and with the best selection in the tri-state area. From motorcycles to ATVs to side-by-sides. Pony Power Sports of Jackson has them all. It's where your adventure begins. Get to the pony.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the local pros at Red Apple Realty. They know Jackson and Ohio like the back of their hand, and they want to make your move smooth, simple, and successful. From first homes to forever homes, farms to fixer-uppers, they have the keys to your next chapter. If it's residential, commercial, or you're looking for land, their agents will search statewide for whatever you need. Call Red Apple Realty today at 740-577-3600 or visit redapplerealtyllc.com. Need furniture, appliances, electronics, mattresses? Jackson's Rent to Own has you covered. No credit checks, flexible payment plans, and fast delivery, so you can enjoy what you want when you want it. From big screen TVs to comfy sofas, brand name washers and dryers, and now a great selection of tires to keep you rolling. We make it easy to own the things you love. Come see us today at Jackson's Rent to Own, 427 East Main Street, where you get more for your money and a smile with every deal.
It's time to rent to own.
At Rio, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
It's that time of year again. It's football season. Stop in and see us at the Sherwood Falks Insurance Agency to learn more about Ohio Mutual. We can help you select the right coverage for your needs. Call us today at 740-286-1708 or visit us on the web at SherwoodInsurance.com.
At Apple City Wholesalers, you'll never pay retail. Save 40 to 70% on name brand items from toys and tools to fashion and home goods. Get ready for your summer with their great deals on their outdoor inventory too. Don't miss their popular Facebook Live sales from Sunday through Thursday at 5 p.m. featuring 50 to 60 items each night. Visit them on Facebook or stop by in person. Apple City Wholesalers, your budget-friendly shopping destination.
And now a special thanks to Top Tier Customs for sponsoring our instant replay.
Top Tier Customs in Jackson is your local destination for bold builds and custom styles. From lift kits and lighting to wheels, winches, and more, we do it all with expert care. Bring your truck, Jeep, or SUV in today and leave with a ride that truly stands out.
Virgil Hamilton Nationwide Insurance in Jackson offers tailored coverage for auto, home, renters, business, life, and more. Our friendly team makes insurance simple. Get expert advice and local service you can trust right here in your community.
Looking for a reliable
You're back. Okay, we're back here at Dick Sparky Howler Field, where the Ironmen just minutes ago wrapped up a district quarterfinal victory over the visiting Marietta Tigers, 6-1. We're now joined by Jackson head coach Josh McGraw. And Josh, I tell you what, if there's a different vibe in the tournament, you know it's one and done. You don't get a second chance. And this game was tight until you scored a run in the fourth inning. And then you broke through with 5 runs in the fifth. What happened from your eye as far as the Ironmen finally getting there to Mr. Warden?
Yeah, we got a little more comfortable with the plate. That's the downside of tournaments in time is sometimes you get a lot of days off. We haven't played since last Friday, and of course with rain and different things like that, we need at bats, and we looked a little uncomfortable there in a couple first few innings. But once we got through the lineup, I kind of figured we'd be fine. And our bats got a little better after that. And started doing a little damage on the bases, find a way to get a walk, get a bunt. That's kind of what we do. And then, you get a big RBI here and there. That was, kind of typical Ironman baseball. We just had to find our rhythm.
Right. And I tell you what, I thought, you ended up winning by 5, but still, you go back to that fourth inning, it was 0-0. And Bodie Wolford led off the fourth inning, and he was very selective. He got a walk, and of course, he's been hitting the ball great, but his patience there and getting on base with a walk, being willing to accept the walk, and then you've been able to move around him with the walk, advancing 2 bases on a sacrifice bunt, and then being able to score. That was really manufacturing a run, and even though you only got 1 run there, that kind of opened the gates.
It did. Yeah. 1 run was huge right there, and a lot of people will think, "Oh, that's great coaching." That wasn't. That was Bodie Wolford. Taking third base, on a bunt, going first to third. If I have to tell him, get here, it's too late, right? He read it right away.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You just answered it. It was Bodie all the way. You weren't motioned to come and take another base.
If you have to motion, it's too late. You're not going to get the guy's attention. He's been taught to read that, and he's an instinctive player. He's just a great baseball player and a great athlete. But yeah, that play was definitely on his own, just playing the game the right way. He got to third base, with less than 2 outs, and then we, end up finding a way to get a run out of that. And that was huge. Getting up 1-0 in baseball is huge, especially in tournament. Runs are scarce in tournament time. We've been talking about that for the last week. Getting a lead is big time.
Right. You're always going to face a number 1 or number 2 in the tournament for sure, as far as the pitchers go. And now turning to the pitching, of course, Rylan Wyatt, from the start, you saw him probably as your probable number 1. He's done nothing to change that status. Had another outstanding game tonight, only gave up 1 hit, and then the hitter really didn't mean to swing.
Yeah, that was a little check swing, bloop to right field. I don't think he swung at it at all. Just kind of had a little check swing there. But he was dealing. He was dominant, for us. He has been all year. It was good to see him have success. I don't think I knew until probably the 5th inning that he had a no-hitter. I had no idea, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the way you coach. But he was dealing, throwing strikes. And then once he gave up that hit, and he had a little run right there. It was very good, to get Wayland along 1 inning, because he's never pitched in a tournament game, and kind of get his feet wet there. And, Wyatt, he agreed. He's ready to go, at OU. But it was very good to get young pitchers on the staff, an inning. And I didn't realize till talking to him, he's never pitched in a tournament game either. Wyatt hadn't. I kind of look at him like he's a 4-year starter and things like that, because he's been around a while. But he's been in mostly the relief role and number 3 starter and different things. But he's just so good that you sometimes you forget that he's new to things too.
Well, from a coaching standpoint, I know you analyze the players and all like that. And Rylan is a junior, and he's having an outstanding junior season. What has made him such a good pitcher this year?
He's just being who he is. He's got a good fastball, good curveball, throw a little change every now and then. A good lefty's tough to hit. That's rare. He has a little jump. He'll change speeds on fastballs sometimes. When he needs to amp up, he amps up and puts a little juice on it. I think what's made him good, he's just good. Sometimes you put a pitcher on the mound, they're just good, and he's one of those guys. He's got good stuff.
He's got Wyatt blood in him. You know about that also.
They're farm strong and hard work, blue collar people that are working, good work ethic, and they're darn good baseball players.
Right, and 6 runs in the game, 5 of them come in the 5th inning, and you're probably not surprised. It's that heart of the order, the lead up, and the 2, 3, 4 hitters that kind of broke it open for you.
Yeah, they've been leading us all year. Did again today. They had some good at bats. Bodie with that walk there, just doing their job here and there, getting the fly ball when we need it, getting a walk, getting a ground ball. Eli in the 2-hole, Ryan in the 3-hole, and Bodie in the 4-hole. They've been huge for us all year, and we'll go as far as they take us. And I'm just along for the ride there. I'm ready.
All right. Well, speaking of you being along for the ride, I believe the district team came out, and I know the Ironmen, players-wise, were well represented. But tell you what, the man behind the curtain, Coach Josh McGraw, is the district coach of the year in Division 2 and 3. That's a lot of different coaches, so that must make you feel pretty good. I'm not sure that you're just along for the ride.
Well, sometimes you are, but yeah, it does feel good. I like that district voting because it's voted on by a whole group of other coaches and different things. Even our players that get it selected, I can't vote for my own guys. You're not allowed to do that. It's really, you're sitting in a room full of coaches that you're allowed to talk about your guy, things like that. And they talk about theirs, and some of the other coaches will actually talk about our guys and how good of players they are, and speak up for things like that. And a lot of people have a lot of respect for Jackson Ironmen baseball program. We put a good product on the field. I think it's a first-class program. Comprised of first-class players raised by first-class people. And we pride ourselves in that. It is nice to get Coach of the Year, but I'm an honored to be the baseball coach at Jackson. I just love that. Year in, year out, I love coaching these young men, and I look forward to it every day.
Well, I tell you, the enthusiasm, the knowledge, all that, the experience, all that goes into, being a successful coach. Someone's got to coach the players and develop them, and certainly has been happening here under your guidance. But now we go to the next level of the tournament, and when you go to the district semifinals and you're going over on the big university field, it has a different feel.
It does. It's got a different feel. We got a lot of young guys. It's going to be, we're going to focus on that, how they're feeling, get them experience, things like that, maybe guide ourselves through the first inning or two. Hopefully we can stay strong, mentally tough. But you're going to OU, with a young team is different. That's different. We've been old, in the past, but I tell you what, there's something about this team. They just find a way to win. They're comprised of a lot of winners. And we're not going to change anything. We are who we are. We're led by some older seniors and junior on the mound, but a lot of positions we're young, and we're going to keep battling.
All right. Well, Coach Josh McGraw, you've just heard from him. His team defeats the Marietta Tigers 6-1 in a district quarterfinal game. It's on to Athens, Ohio University. Believe that game is Wednesday. We think it's at 4:00 if we looked at the bracket right, and it will be against the winner of the Athens Bulldog Chillicothe Cavalier game, both familiar foes to the Jackson Ironmen. So let's see. Well, Dan Morrow's back with us. Let's get a last word from Dan. We're always glad to call a district tournament victory.
Absolutely, Pete, and it's always good to listen to Coach McGraw in the post game. He's so proud of this team. Reason is, how about this team? 22-5 on the season now. FAC champions, 20 wins again for the sixth straight year, and then the awards happen. To the victors come the spoils, Pete Wilson. We're talking about those all-FAC awards, the all-district awards, and Coach McGraw very justified in being the district coach of the year. It's been a special season, but we now have a few days off. He's got to figure out what to do for 6 days, but be ready to take this young baseball team over to Athens and going to face the winner of Chillicothe in Athens, and that will be a dandy. At 4:00, this game will be we are the first of a doubleheader. It'll be a district semifinals contest. So once again, for the listening audience, it'll be a 4:00 first pitch. Looking forward to that one, as you are, Pete. So fun night tonight here at Sparky Howler Field.
Right. We're very excited about it. Following the Ironman, we feel privileged to be able to do so. Just been an outstanding program now for so many years in succession. And we want to kind of also promote the fact that we're going to have a good write-up coming in the Telegram. Brian Walters has been helping us out in sports, just doing an outstanding job. Nobody knows the high school sports around here better than Brian. He's former sports editor down at the Gallia County papers. No longer doing that full time, but helping us out in the pinch, and we certainly do appreciate that. And I, not just because I'm the Telegram editor, I advise you to take a look at that story that he's going to write for Saturday's paper that we will post before Saturday. So for all of us here covering this game, whether it's newspaper, radio, or stream, and for our tech crew as well, Dylan Euler back at the station, William Conley here, and Kenton Michael here as well. This is Pete Wilson. Once again, the Jackson Ironmen defeat the Waverly Tigers. It's a long night. The Marietta Tigers by a score of 6-1. We will be in Athens on Wednesday at 4:00 when the Ironmen take on the winner of the Athens Chillicothe game. Good evening, everybody. Okay, we got it. Okay,